Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about why you shouldn't feed into hard times, right? Why you shouldn't obsess over difficult seasons of life, right? But before I begin, I want to mention that I have a free school community with like-minded group of men. I have 2 free courses where I discuss finances, right? How to accelerate your finances, and also how to better your health, right? Some unconventional ways to better your health that I really don't go into depth, and a lot of people don't really talk about here on YouTube. So if that interests you, if that's something that might be down your alley, click the link down below. So anyways, let's get back to our video topic. Guys, we all know life has hard times, right? But here's the thing. A lot of people, they get so caught up in the nowness of existence where they don't realize, if you look at life, right? If you look at your life, I look at my life, and there's been times where I've had great things going on, right? I've had great, from a materialistic point of view, I've had great outcomes, great results, right? And then, there's been times where I haven't had great results, right? Like, for example, the past couple years have been great, right? I've been making more money at my job, right? I've got a girlfriend. I've gotten better shape, right? I've been more consistent with my YouTube channel. I've experienced more growth here. So materialistically, right, over the past 2 years, things have been going well, but they didn't always go well, right? Like 2019, when I was in college, right, and when I first got here to Florida, right, for about 2 or 3 years during COVID and a little after the pandemic, things weren't going well, right? Like, I didn't have any established career or profession. I didn't really have much experience with dating with women. I was cripply addicted to pornography, right? Like, I wasn't in the best mental condition. I was living with my parents. So, that's just, I'm not really trying to dwell on the past or think about the future too much or anything like that. But one thing I will say is that no matter where you are in life, one thing to have comfort in is that things get good and then things don't go good. Things get good and then things don't go good, right? And here's the thing. No matter what you do, life has its seasons where it just carries you into the next season, right? And sometimes you'll be in a season of drought, right? A season of no material result in your view, right? Like, things just aren't happening, right? Like, there's seasons where, like I said, things just didn't happen. I would upload YouTube videos, and a lot of times I'd get no views, or I'd try to apply for different jobs, right, and I wouldn't get them, or I'd go on dates with women, right, thinking things were gonna go well. They didn't go well, right? And here's the thing, like, it sucks, because the ego always wants things now. It wants satisfaction. It wants materialistic results. It wants to achieve things. It wants to get things. But the thing with life is, God isn't trying to please your ego all the time, right? Now, we do have results that please our ego, like the things I mentioned, but God is here to, move you to wholeness, move you to goodness, move you to love, to selflessness, right? And sometimes you have to experience things that you don't like from your ego's point of view to get you there, right? And, that process is not always enjoyable, right? Like, think about it. I talk a lot about fasting, but if you think about fasting, think of fasting. You're going, if you go 5 days, right? You go 5 whole days without food, right? Or 10 days, something like that. Let's just use that as an example. The process of you going from shit, right? Like, your gut health sucks, you're overweight, you have a lot of toxicity, right? To healthy and, your fluid digestion and healthy weight and feeling light and feeling happy, right? Higher testosterone. That process, there's going to be times during that 5-day fast that aren't so great, that suck, that you're like, damn, this is shit, right? Or, let's use another example. If you get sick, right? You don't just, when you get sick, right? You can't just tell yourself or will yourself out of the sickness, right? You can't just will yourself and tell yourself, yeah, man, I'm going to go to work anyway. I'm going to bust my ass at the gym anyway. I'm going to work on my business anyway. I'm going to do it, right? Because I'm going to do it no matter what, right? It doesn't work that way because your body's fucking sick. Your mind isn't fully cognitive, right? Your body's fatigued. Your body's aching, right? And it takes 3 to 5 days sometimes for people to heal, for people to get better, right? So in the same way, right, the experience you're having right now, right, success oftentimes takes, you know, good materialistic results that we all crave, that we all desire day to day, that our ego wants. You know, if you're pursuing it, it takes decades for a lot of the grand, big home run results that you envision, that you want to happen right away. So one thing I'll say is that hard times, obviously, they don't last forever. But when you're in hard times, just know that they pass, right? Like I said, during COVID, you know, prior to COVID, like 2019, 2020, you know, and like a good chunk of 2021, and maybe a little bit of 2022, life wasn't going so great for me. So that's 3 to 4 years right there that, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, I had some wins, obviously, during those years. But, you know, you know, as I get older, right, I'm just in a season right now where I'm achieving better results. I have better results, right? And maybe because I'm older, maybe I have more experience. You know, I'm getting older. But all I'm trying to say is, you know, in my life, like, I anticipate there might not be there might not be great times ahead, right? But I also anticipate that there will be good times ahead, right? In my late 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s, 50s, right, 60s, right? This is going to go on until I die. So I understand that I can't sit here and dwell when things aren't going well. I can't sit here and make my life miserable and beat myself up and, you know, continue to like ask myself what's going wrong. Why am I not getting this, right? Am I doing something wrong? No, right? Because at the same time, you got to think to yourself, when you're doing well, right? A lot of the times when you're doing well, sometimes like you'll be doing the same things you are doing when you're not doing well, but it's just a season for you to win, right? And you can't predict when that will happen, right? God is full of surprises. So I just want to urge each and every one of you guys who are watching this right now, if you're going through good times, right? If you're crushing in your business, if things are going well in your relationship, or you're getting a lot of dates, right? Or your investment portfolio is blowing up, right? Or you're making gains in the gym, or you're losing weight. If things are going well on the outside, I want to urge you guys to embrace it, right? And then when things go down, or you go into a season of drought where maybe the market goes down, your business isn't hitting the amount of sales it was hitting, maybe you put on a few extra pounds, maybe your girl's acting up in the relationship, whatever it is, I'm not saying those things will happen. Embrace that, right? And know that those things will pass. And know that it's just going to keep doing that over and over again in life, right? And as you go through these cycles, you evolve, right? So that's what the whole movement of life is about. It's about evolution for you know, your soul, your psyche, your body, right? And that's really what life's about. But you can't evolve if things are always good, right? You can't evolve if you're always crushing it, right? So yeah, and it's like I said, when I talk in these videos, you know, I don't want to make you guys think like I'm like I'm some like authority figure in like mastering these concepts and mastering these ways of going about life and, you know, just doing everything the correct way. I'm really not, but I'm just pointing out what I know to be true. And I'm obviously, you know, working on it every day, right? Mentally, physically, just accepting different things that I learn as I go, right? So anyways, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.